Hello. This is episode 3, and today we're going to be focused on how not to summon a demon lord. But before we get into that, I want to ask you something, or not ask you something, but tell you something that's going to happen about the channel. This channel is going to evolve just about anime, and then I'll probably, when I get a little bit more popular, then I'll move to gaming and stuff, or maybe, I don't know for sure yet. But now back to the topic. See, this anime caught my eye. It's called How Not to Summon a Demon Lord. I'd say it's a wonderful anime. I fell in love with it. It's a great anime. I totally recommend you to watch this. It's about this guy that's from a different world, and it's kind of like sort of online, but not about the headset part. But it's kind of like, because it's a gaming anime. And it's about this guy that's from a different world, and he basically gets sucked into the game, or a game. And the game's like a story. It becomes a story, and the concept about it is good. It's like a thing, because this guy's the super overpowered guy, and when he's summoned, he has a ring that, because he's supposed to become a summon, and they become basically slaves, or the owners control them. But because he had a ring on, it did the opposite and affected the owner, or the people that summoned him, and they became basically his summons, but not because they were not summoned. But then it's really cool, because then you learn the one girl has like this demon thing inside of her that is in the game he played, because this world revolves around the game he played. And something really cool about that is it's cool, because like he knows stuff, but like some things he doesn't know. So like for like a level like a 5 in this world is like thing compared to in his world. Like a level 100 is cool, is like strong against, would be okay against him. But he has all these magical weapons, and he well, basically what happens is he through the story you'll fight the basically one's a cat girl, and the other one's like an elf. Well, she is an elf, and one's a cat girl, and it's focused about both of them. They're very important characters about the story. And you'll meet another girl, and she's in the night thing, and the head general hires you to because you become adventurers in the thing. And throughout the story, you become adventurers, like I just said, and you guys go into the forest and meet elves. Not elves, I mean, yeah, elves. Elves, yeah, right. Sorry about that. And they attack you. They attack you, and the adventurers fight back. They win, of course, because the demon lord, aka, So then you meet the elf's brother, and he's strange, because, and this character also caught an eye of me, or an eye of mine, because he's how his concept work is pretty cool, because he's evil, but he acts good, so you can't really tell, because he seems like a normal person. But like I said, this character really caught my attention, because one of the big points in this anime only has 12 episodes, and I'm positive it is dubbed. But besides that, then through this, you meet, well, you don't meet, but yes, you meet her brother. Then really you go on basically just, I think there's like one adventure between that, and then you meet the elves again. Well, no, actually, what happens is the demon lord, the protagonist, goes and he fights these monsters, I should say, or I don't know exactly what they're called, but they're like really strong creatures compared to humans. So he goes and fights. He just basically destroys all of them. And amazing, cool fight. I do say so myself. But really, they focus on him and how powerful he really is. And I like that concept, because it's not like he starts weak and like goes on, but like he keeps going. Like he becomes like he doesn't become super powerful. He already is super powerful. I'm not saying all anime is great like that. No, I'm not saying that at all. But how this anime works, it's amazing. I think it goes together great. And then you see him going, and he goes to then you fight the elves again. But the trick is because in the elf family, in this elf family, the brother is going to marry the sister. And the sister doesn't want that, but the demon lord is trying to help her. But then the brother, he plays a flute that tricks the girl's mind and basically controls her to go with him so they can get married. And the demon lord can't do anything about it because it's not his control. But he has to do this to prevent a war from the elves and the humans. And war is a bad thing, and they can't have that happen, so they have to stop this, or they're giving away the girl. But it doesn't matter because the girl already is going with the brother, and that's already too late to stop. But he goes, and he leaves, and goes after them, and then that's like just like destroying all these elf people and stuff like that. Then a really cool thing caught my eye is the brother is. He is something that summons this extremely powerful monster, and I really like this concept because it's cool because it's really showing how he's not the strongest thing. Like this creature is extremely powerful and is just trying to stop the main character, and he goes and he has to fight this monster, and he does fight the monster, and he wins. But most anime will do like that. Will work like that, I should say. And then, really, like I said, this anime is really, really cool, and I full-on recommend you watch this. And I don't know why, but it's just great anime. But back to the topic. He then he goes, and like this part is really catching my eye. He doesn't use any of his power. None of his magic, none of his cool tools, but he just straight up punched the guy in the face. It's amazing. But then he goes to he saves the girl, like every anime if it works like that, and then they go, and then they go to the one place, not one place, but they go back to the one girl, the cat girl, and then through the thing, then you fight them guys again, but then you meet another person. Well, you meet him before, but he wasn't really important back then. But there's this one guy that he wears this shiny armor, and he is strong, but he's not thin close to the main character. But this guy he wasn't too abnormal. But then as I got to know him, he is kind of cool because he has this golden armor. And he's a little weird, but besides that, he's overall a good character, and he helps the plot a lot. But then it goes to sorry about that. Then it goes to the knights guys again, or the kings, or of this group or town, I should say. And they go, and then you realize that they just wanted the elf village, really, and then you have to battle them. Well, but then the main character battles them, and this part is kind of confusing because, well, not confusing, but very interesting, I should say, not confusing, because it's focusing on, how the top of this town basically is tricked this demon lord, and this demon angry, I tell you, extremely mad, because this guy basically just tricked him of just destroying this entire elf village for no reason, just so he can do this, just so he can take over, so he has more land. This doesn't set well for him, so they get in a fight, but then you realize the one guy, the leader of this village, he's pretty strong. Overall, he's a very strong person, and it's actually hard for the main character to fight this guy, and I like this. Like I said, the monster that he summoned. I like this because the concept of it makes story. It makes great story. I said, and they're like battling, and it's and literally, it's not like anything. It's not like this one guy is extremely powerful and just destroys this one character. No, he is like it's a fair fight because the one guy is equally to the one guy because they're basically equal. One guy's a little bit more stronger than the other. That's okay though. I say it adds just more like more story to the thing at least. And they get to battling. The main character always wins most likely as the battling, and the main character beats the one guy, and then that's maybe episode 8, 7, 10 or so around there. But then then you meet the one guys, the guys that he destroyed, and back in the few episodes, like he destroys the entire army, and just to remind you, they were strong. They're like 10 times stronger than humans. They are these extremely powerful creatures, and the main character just destroys all of them. Really, it's a really cool fight. And then, well, you meet a leader. You meet the leader in that battle, but the leader runs away or something. I don't remember. But then it goes to the one. Then it goes back the one. Then it goes back to the. I should say it goes to the one thing. It goes through. It goes through it's because the one guy's been trying to prevent this one thing to happen, but it doesn't work at all. The main character tries to prevent the one girl from dying or having the Demon Lord's kid because technically the Demon Lord kid is inside of her, or I should say it's spawn or whatever you want to say. And what really caught my eye is that they didn't try to prevent this at all, because in episode 12 or the last two episodes, it's actually focusing on how to summon this person. I like this concept a lot because it just adds a lot more detail into the anime, and the people who made this they make good anime, I should say. But then they summon it, and then they realize that the Demon Lord does not remember any of its, and it does not remember that it's evil or anything like that. So it doesn't really know. It doesn't know any of its power or anything like that. And I say that's a cool. I say that's a cool concept, and that's pretty much the end of the anime. It's kind of like a cliffhanger, but besides that, that's my breakdown of this anime of the How Not to Summon a Demon Lord. Good night.